Welcome viewers to another fabulous episode of Unapologetically Free. Now today I am going to talk about a recap of my NoFap experience. I have been doing NoFap for the past 6 years and I've experienced a lot, I have relapsed a lot, but I have also learned a lot. And the first lesson, the biggest takeaway that I have from NoFap is that the most important thing that any man needs to do is to get started on NoFap. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter who you are, as long as you are a man and as long as you are watching pornography and addicted to pornography, you need to stop and start your NoFap journey. This is because when you go on NoFap, you start to realize how a normal brain functions. By normalizing your brain, you start to function perfectly as a man. Now, I don't mean just fool around and still browse suggestive video. What I mean is to go for the really strict NoFap, what they call the monk mode. No pornography, no masturbation, no orgasm, and don't even fantasize. And when you go on this journey, the initial phase would be tough. That's called the withdrawal symptoms. But beyond that is an enjoyable process that is like no other, because the energy that comes to you, and when your brain heals to the extent that even listening to simple music, that even looking at the sunset would make you feel a sense of joy, to reach that kind of place, it made you realize, hey, why have I been trying to pursue all this bunch of bullshit outside of me when I first needed to get all these toxins and all these addictions out of my system? And this is the reason, the most important reason why every man should not only start on NoFap but also persist on NoFap. Now the second thing that I want to share is that I was once an anxious, neurotic, and even mildly depressed and hormonal individual. But now I have gone and progressed much into NoFap, and I'm so glad that I did not give up. And what I realize is that now I feel a deep sense of calmness. I'm no longer as anxious about things, no longer as neurotic about things. I'm able to take my time to just speak and just carve out my own space in this world. And it's so important to be able to just go out into this world with the best hardware that you have. And that means that your mind must not be addicted and degraded by pornography. And another thing I realized is that it does affect your hormones. For some reason, my skin condition would worsen while I am not on NoFap. But my skin condition will gradually get better. I will start to have more energy, a sense of firmness and groundedness, and it is so key to make sure that you always keep trying, because that normalized brain is worth it. Is worth it. Now, the understanding of the importance of a healthy brain also propelled me to improve other aspects of my life. It made me rethink my other addictions, such as caffeine, sugar, as well as fried and greasy food. And to some degree, I am addicted to these foods. And so I decided simply to go off them the same way I embarked on NoFap. And now, even as I am doing this video, I feel a deep sense of peace that just fills me. And I highly believe that it is because my brain is slowly starting to normalize, and it just feels good to be in this state of deep calmness and deep peace. Most of our brains today are not the way it should be. Let me give you an example. Just look at a child. Before you contaminated your body with bullshit such as unhealthy food, sugary diet, and fried food, and the standard American diet, as well as pornography, you had a brain that was like a child, that was pure, that was functioning the way it was created to. But as you slowly added all these environmental toxins into your body, you start becoming more and more numb. Life becomes less meaningful. You start becoming more angsty and unproductive. And that is why NoFap is simply normalizing your brain. Don't just simply go for all the superpowers per se, because it simply means, all those superpowers simply means that you are now functioning the way you were meant to function. And therefore, keep on going on your NoFap journey and don't give up, because when you get to this point where you really conquer this, you can hold your head up high, knowing that you are different from majority of the people, men in this world, because you have managed to keep your urges under control and use these energy for good in your life. Now, if you like this video, like it, comment, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you again.